cloud there for us to see. Thank you, Lord, for the ride you made for me. I know you put cloud there for us to see.
So that's a grey Bristol. And this is what's called locally as the Banana Bridge. I haven't quite worked out why that is though. So far, aside from the houses, that's probably the brightest thing I've seen. That is one fast moving river, if ever I've seen one. Tell you what, this dull Bristol day has got me thinking about something that I've been, well, me and Ben are going to be doing on Wednesday, which is essentially we're going to, because he's a printmaker, we're going to go and print some limited run of inspirational quotes. So now I'm not normally an inspirational quote kind of person, but there are two quotes that have resonated with me recently, and those are one by Casey Neistat and the other one by Mr. Brown. So Casey's was, don't let perfection get in the way of something that's good. And the second one from Ben Brown was, be bad until you're good and be good till you're great. I know the cloud there for us to see. Thank you, Lord, for the ride you made for me. So I'm not a religious person, but you've got to admire the way these things are built. And that one is called St Mary Redcliffe Church. As a perfectionist, and someone who never would let something go out so people could see it until it was absolutely perfect, that was kind of the catalyst that I needed to kind of think, well, it's fine, I'm learning, and that's fine. And talking about inspiration, I think it's time to go and grab a pint from the pub. That should give me some more inspiration, I suppose. It's been 3 hours or 4 hours since I walked through that last door, and turns out going to the pub for a pint, not the most productive thing to do. So the pub we went to, they ran out of garlic bread, they ran out of chips was going to take about half an hour, so it wasn't all that great. And then I pinned my hopes on going to Falafel King, which is the place that I went to before, best falafel in Bristol. Got there, having not eaten anything all day, waiting to get this vegan falafel, and they were just closing. So that's, yeah, that was disappointing to say the least. But I wanted just to finish up on what I was saying earlier about inspirational quotes. And also to get a sense whether any of you guys out there, you kind of have any inspirational quotes that you kind of can relate to or you think are quite helpful. Two quotes that have resonated with me in the recent past. And then there's one that my dad told me, which he had like a little plaque up when I was a kid. And that was, you only fail if you stop trying, which is, that makes sense. And it kind of also thinks that as long as you keep pushing forward in a certain direction, it's you don't need to see yourself as a failure, which is always great. But the two, so the don't let perfection get in the way of something that's good, and be bad until you're good and be good until you're great. I like those two because Casey's one stops you from being too precious about what you're producing and kind of gets you to just put it out there and just do and kind of learn by doing and not being too hung up about the quality, because you're only going to get quality by actually producing something that's not the best in a way. So you're only going to be doing that by actually putting it out, and that's true of a lot of the videos I've put out. So I'm relatively new to editing and filmmaking and doing things on camera, and I think without a quote like that, I think I'd still be working on my first video, trying to make it into something that was unachievable for my skill level, basically. And I think that's true of a lot of people, not just myself as an engineer who kind of wants to get things right and has to get things right every single time. And the second one, obviously, is Ben Brown's, which I'm not sure if it's his, but for my purposes, I heard him say it first. I've not heard anyone else say it. And that is, be bad until you're good and be good until you're great. And again, it kind of works side by side with the one that I got from Casey, which was you have to produce things in order to get better at it, which is great. And I think a lot of people would also have heard that and would be kind of thinking, well, that's fine. I will do that. It makes sense. And especially from like when you hear people like Casey, like Ben Brown saying things like that, I think it means a lot more, because obviously you look at their work now and it's obviously professional, world-class standards, whereas obviously what they're trying to say is basically they weren't there. And you've got to remember that sometimes, is that even the people that you look up to in filmmaking or whatever genre, if it's cycling or anything, no one was there immediately, so obviously they've had to go through the hard graft and do it, and at some point they were terrible, or they were not as good as what they wanted to be. And the reason why this is kind of topical at the moment is because if we look next door, so I'm in the studio at the moment, and next to my studio there's Ben. So Ben's been in a few of the vlogs and a few of the videos, and he is a printmaker, so this is his kind of thing, and it's all about printmaking. And we did a small print run of the You Only Fail If You Stop Trying, little postcard, like A6 size pieces of card with an inspirational quote. And it got me thinking, it'd be quite good to kind of document the process, and then maybe do a little giveaway of the hand printed prints. So that'd be quite nice. So question to you is, do you have any inspirational quotes that that resonate with you? And send them in. Either send them to, if you either comment in the comment section below or tweet me at bav_vlogs. We'll take the best ones and we'll print it. And if we select the one that you've come up with, we'll send it to you anyway. Depending on postage, I don't have that much money, so if you're in like the Antarctic or something, it's going to cost loads to get it there. It might not go, but let us know anyway, and I'll find out, and if we can send it to you, then we will 100% do that. Anyway, that's it for today, guys. Thanks for watching. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. That'd be great, and yeah, see you in the next one. Bye.
Thank you, Lord, for the world you made for me. I know the cloud for the sea. Thank you, Lord, for the world you made for me. I know the cloud for the sea. That I have home among stars. Skill on hills and all the night stars.